Okay, in this video we're going to make your floor base ring that's going to be sitting on your floor. And first we're going to start where we're just going to do like a blow up version of it. Get it laid out before we all bolt it up. So first you want to take your center plate here, which has an 1.25 inch coupling built onto it. That's so you can either screw in a 1.25 inch pipe, or EMT will just slide in there perfect. Next thing is we want to get our straight pieces here. There's going to be a hole on this end, and then down here there will be 2 holes here for our trunk ring. Okay, so there's 2 holes on top, 1 hole here. Then on the side there's 2 holes here, 1 hole there. Okay, I went ahead and took our brackets. This is our little bracket here, and just loosely, you want to keep these loose and we'll tighten them up when we get finished. But go ahead and take your two of your bent pieces. It'll have 2 holes here, 2 holes there. Add the bracket and bolt them together, and you can put that either on the top or bottom, it doesn't matter. Okay, then once you have these 4 pieces laid out, then you'll lay your set of 2 arch pieces, so you have 4 assemblies. Okay, then you want to take 4 of your triangular pieces and go ahead and put the bolts in like this and just set them out in all 4 corners. Then here's our pieces here for our skirt ring. Just lay them right here. And then you'll have 4 of these pieces. This is for our trunk ring. Okay, once you have them laid out, then it'll just make assembly that much quicker. So what I'll do is just slide these over. And I'm going to just take my impact. Okay, then next, go ahead and put your first triangular piece. Then we're going to take 2 of your assemblies and go ahead and get them started bolted on. I think I had mine too tight. It kept me from lining up. Okay, now we got our full circle here. The next thing we'll work on is we'll go ahead and do our inner trunk ring. Okay, now we're going to install the trunk ring, and we're going to take these pieces here and we're going to make sure these face outwards. The cut in the piece here, we'll make sure that faces outward. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start to insert my ring. Once we get to the last one, we'll have to make sure it's already inside, otherwise it'll be hard to fit in there. Okay, each one of these pieces has an adjustment, so you can make sure they're pushed all the way out to snug your ring up. Okay, that's it for the trunk ring. The next thing we'll do is we're going to insert our skirt ring, and we already have one pre-made up out of PVC. This one has two 7-foot sections, and this is going to fit right into our bottom base here. Okay, our ring laid perfectly in there, and the last thing we do is we go and put these caps on them. Okay, just continue doing that. Just go ahead and put the other 3 on to cap your skirt ring, and then in the next video or section of this we will show you how to put the 2 rings together. When you build the second ring, it's going to be pretty much identical, just minus the skirt ring, so just repeat this process. And one thing before I close in this section is, if you're on level ground, or this ground here is just kind of a little up and down, you may just want to tighten it the way it shapes itself, or you could just take this to a flatter surface and then put it together where it'd be level, but that's just up to you. But anyway, next video we'll talk about hooking the both rings together to get your full base. Okay, in this segment we're going to go ahead and finish setting our base up. You want to go ahead and lay your second ring over top of the bottom base ring with the skirt ring, and then you're going to take your EMT POE or gas pipe, whatever you choose to buy. The EMT is about, it's a 10-foot piece. It's about $10 at Lowe's or Home Depot. You got the capability of using threaded pipe if you choose to, but the EMT works great. Right here we have a guide wire collar. We lock it on about 2/3 of the way up. We got our hook head. It's got a nut welded on so you can tighten it down and keep it from spinning. And then on top here is a place to put your star. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just stick it here in the center, and it'll slide into that coupling and fit snug. Okay, keep in mind, just for storage purposes, you see the way these two match up. You could bolt these 2 rings together, these 2 pieces here, and then just hang them somewhere. And then the only thing left you have to deal with is you can actually tape these with black tape to the these inside pieces here, and just leave your bolts in them, and then you'll have everything. And so if you break it down, you'll have to make sure you box it up and keep everything together. But this is the best way if you have room to store it that way, to keep it together. But the next thing we'll do is we will lift up this, and then we're going to let that hold it up for us while we put our upright pieces. Okay, I'm going to put these on the outside. It just helps. It's a lot easier doing it on the outside. Okay, now I'm going to go around and finalize the attachment to the top ring. Okay, I'm going to have to loosen this a little bit. Raised it up roughly the height I need. Okay, that's it for the tree. Now what you want to do is go back and, like say, if you're on unlevel ground, just pull everything in line. Just go around and just tighten every bolt that needs to be tightened. Okay, the last thing we'll talk about is lights. Okay, lights can always be difficult because ever since the gas prices went up a few years back, that changed all the standards that we had for lighting, which was 4-inch spacing and 6-inch spacing. So typically you want to, when you string a string, you're going to hook it to, we got 16 hooks up here. You're going to come down, come under the top ring, go over the trunk ring and down. If you stop there, that's 12.5 feet. If you could find 25 footers, you can fold them in half and put a zip tie on and hook them up, and you'll have 2 strings coming down. So I like a minimum of 32 strands on, so if you could find 25 footers, you'd need 16 of them. I mean, that's the best way to do it. Other ways, if you have anything longer than 25 foot, it'll come down, it'll come past your trunk ring, and then we have we call the skirt ring. Okay, that'll give you another, 2.5 foot. So if you had 30 or a little bit longer than 30, you're going to have extra lights. So what you do is you fold them back under your skirt ring and pull them back in towards the center. And if you're using light controllers, then that'll get your male cord closer to your controller if you're going to mount it on the inside pole. Otherwise, you'll just, if you mount your controller, say over here, you'll have to feed all your cords over that way. And that's it for this video, but it's mainly used for mini lights. You can use whatever lights you want to use on it. We have people using RGB, the round bulbs, on this. So it's just kind of limited to what you think looks good. But anyway, we thank you for the purchase. If you have any questions, just go to our website, christmaslightshow.com, and send us an email, and we'll help you out any way we can. Thank you.